Watch as we try and put a chair together.
It's a bit hot today and they don't like the heat, so they've decided that it's a pit stop, isn't it?
Here we go. It's a little cafe with a little bar. There's the bar. And just behind me here is a lovely little cafe. It does lovely food, early morning, afternoon and the evening up till 8 o'clock. And you can reserve your seat if you want the table, or they do takeaways.
Okay, Kirkby Hall then. I still don't know much about it, but apparently we're allowed everywhere with the dogs, except there's a little area inside here that's the dogs aren't allowed in, but otherwise the dogs are allowed everywhere around the site.
Well, good morning and welcome back eventually to Campervan Moochings. It's me, Dave.
Me, Jan.
And Izzy and Bertie, who's just behind us on the chair. There's one of them. I don't know where the other one's gone. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. So, what's been happening? Well, I'm afraid we've both had some health issues over the last few months. And therefore we've not actually been away since
November.
Yeah, where we went to Scarborough.
Yeah.
That was the last time we went
Skegness.
away. Oh, sorry, Skegness. That's right, we went to Skegness. That's the last time. Anyhow, we're bright and healthy now at the moment. So our first trip out is just going to be a couple of days just to check everything's okay, just to check the system's all right. So we're going to head off to a Tranquil Parks site called Fields something water. Anyway, it's a Tranquil Parks and it's near Peterborough, the town near called March. So we're going to head across there for a couple of nights and we'll should take you with us and we'll see what it's like. This is the second park we've been to, Tranquil Park. We went to one in Thornton Le Dale.
Yeah, and that was lovely.
And that was lovely, and that was Overbrook, I think that was called. So it gives us an opportunity to see what this one's like. Mm-hmm. So join us on our little journey. We'll put a map up exactly where we're heading, so you get the chance to see. So see you later. Okay, so we're just parked up here. We're in the town of March and we've parked up in a free car park, which is a rare treat. So we're going to go have a wander into the village, town, and it's run through the middle of the town is the old course of the River Nene, apparently. And there should be a nice walk from there along to the marina. So follow us along this little journey. Right, March Riverside then. So we've reached the centre of March and we've reached the River Nene. So there's a nice path along
Yeah, according to my map, it takes us to the marina. So we'll see what happens. I suppose so these days. Some nice looking houses and boats here. Friday, school holidays, a lot of kids around. Oops, thank you, Bertie. Yeah, no, I'll try not to fall. I just slipped a few minutes ago, but I'll make my way down to the river here to have a little look. Yeah, there we go. The course of the old River Nene. Some lovely houses are bordering the old river here. Don't go in there, Riz. I know you like to go plodging, but that's a bit deep for you. Friend there. Very nice. It's Parkhurst children's playground area, isn't it?
Yeah,
Quite a big area as well.
big area for them. The outdoor gym thing.
I can say there's an outdoor gym thing here, isn't there?
I think this is decided that's it.
Alright, is that it then, is? You're going to find the shade. You've only walked about 400 yards.
Bring the buggy.
Well, no, I didn't pack the buggy because I didn't think we were going to do much walking this holiday. It's a nice setting with a weeping tree.
Lovely weeping willows.
Lovely, isn't it? So a nice steady stroll, eh?
Very slow with this one.
Yeah. Yeah, what a beautiful day though.
Lovely day.
Great start to the little mini holiday here.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're up, babe. I know. I think you need a haircut, don't you? Get me back with all that hair on you.
yeah, I think the doggies are knackered. Walk half a mile less than that. There's some stunning houses along this stretch of the river. Lovely little windmill. We'll follow this path for a little bit further. It's supposed to come to the marina not far from here. Not sure it is he's going to actually make it that far. There you is. She's struggling in this heat, isn't she? Okay, we've arrived on site on a beautiful day, and I'll quickly show you what we do when we arrive. First thing we do is let the doggies out. You can see they're out on a lead there. One's gone under the van because it's a bit warm. So that's the first thing we do, and then while I sort of do the outside bits, Jan does the front bits by turning the seats around so that we've got the dinette area of our van set up, and then we go and get the table, which is hidden in the cupboard at the top there. Always a bit of a hassle trying to get it out to start with. And there's the pole and the table. And then we put the table up here using the tripod legs. The tripod legs is the set of legs that's in that came in the boot, and we just use that and the table instead of the one that came with the van. And this is better for us. So that's the inside done. Okay, so while Jan's doing that, I usually do the outside bit. So I'll do the outside bit now while Jan's going to get the kettle on and sort that out. Here we go. It's a little cafe with a little bar. There's the bar. And just behind me here is a lovely little cafe that does lovely food early morning, afternoon and the evening up till 8 o'clock. And you can reserve your seat if you want a table, or they do takeaways. Little bar there. It's got lots of wines, beers, spirits, like a pergola there to sit on. The only problem is we've got our 2 dogs, and I think every other person's brought their dog today. But it's a lovely setting. There's a lake there. That's one of the 3 lakes that are around the site. Later on, after tea, after we've had our tea, we'll have a little wander around and show you around. Well, good morning. And what a beautiful morning it is today. So, what are we're not going to do much today. We're just going to relax around, yeah?
I've got a mouthful.
You got a mouthful, okay. There's a beautiful dog walk from here of about 2 kilometres, literally just around the campsite, round the lakes, through the woods. So we're going to take them out for a little stroll, aren't we? And see how nice the environment around here is. And I think we'll probably just crash out later on.
Yep, just have a nice lazy afternoon.
Yep. We've booked
A meal for tonight.
yeah, in a little cafe. So that's tonight's meal sorted. Okay, so we'll catch you on the walk then. Right, we're going to set off for a walk from the van here, and I don't know if you can see it. This is a map of the walk, and we're going to walk around the 3 lakes.
All right.
And Bertie.
Come on in, he's.
Right, so that's the cafe and the bar. Very nice little idea. Got to say, I'm quite impressed with this site. Lots of facilities. I'm quite surprised with it being the Easter holidays that it's not as busy as it is. Quite a few spaces.
I suppose it's not the seaside though, dear. If it's nice weather, people go to the seaside.
Yeah, but because it's adult orientated, I thought people might want to come here instead of going to the beach to avoid the kids, basically.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people see their grandchildren, don't they?
True. This is where we leave the first pond and skirt our edge of the campsite. Oops, nearly fell over. And go into the woods. This way, Bertie, this way, in the woods. Good boy. In the woods. Right. Get you off the lid here.
Come on then.
There you go. Okay, so we'll come out the woods into another pond.
Yeah.
Bertie, down here. Down here. Come here. Come on, Bertie. We're going this way. Come on.
Going down here. Come on, down here. Come on, it's Bertie. Oh, you know why he thinks it's not a... Come on, it's a path.
Come on.
Come on.
Bertie, come on. Oh, God. He's going that way.
Oh, no. Come on. Come on, darling. Have you got some treats? You got treats with you?
No. I
Huh?
have, but they're in the bag out the way. Oh, come on. Walks you can do.
Yeah, I can see them up there.
Goes right around there, but unfortunately rejoins the road,
Right.
and then you got to walk on the road for half a mile.
Okay.
The site's got this walk. It's just private for those people who are using the club site. As you can see, there are just off from here. There are other public footpaths which can take you around and back into the site. Although it's quite a long way around, and the last stretch is about half a mile along the main road, which is not very good if you've got dogs, but it adds to the walk if you wanted to do an extra 2 or 3 miles. We've wandered round to Waterside Pool here. These plots are the most prestigious ones because you can park right on the edge of the lake, which if you're a fisherman you could probably fish straight out of your van. The walk continues around the outside of this, and then a bit further on I think it curves on the inside of the pond. We'll have a stroll around here and see where it leads us to.
Come on, Izzy. Come on, there's a good girl. I don't find them that bad.
Knackered doggy time. It's a bit hot today and they don't like the heat, so they've decided that it's a pit stop, isn't it?
Yeah, they both need a good haircut as well.
Yeah,
That's
both
the
need
problem.
a haircut. You're getting a haircut next week. Alright, so it's a bit hot here, isn't it? Yeah, alright, you're there. The area we're just approaching. It's a very nice dog off the lead area, with an agility course at the top end there. This is one of the better off the lead sites I've seen. Even a bench for you to sit there while the doggies run around and do what they want to do. I'm afraid with ours, we'd just find a nice shady spot and just sit there.
They'll just sit under the bench.
They'd sit under the bench, that's right. Right, this is the last stretch of the walk. This takes you around the outside of the last pool. This is the one I was saying is the sites are right on the edge of the pond. It's very nice, especially if you're a fisherman like this gentleman up here. You can see why this is a popular place for you.
For fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, straight out there and you're fishing.
You can pre-book this as well, so if you go online you can actually choose your plot. We only booked the site about 3 or 4 days ago, and of course this was fully booked, especially for a weekend. But strangely enough, there's quite a few spaces on this on the main site that we're in. It's very pleasant, isn't it? very posh windbreaks around here.
This way, this way, this way, you see. Come on, this way.
Also a waterside venue. There's a couple over there fishing. And this is the, looks pretty new. It's the facilities for this area here. Each area has got its own facilities. Very impressive. The more I walk around this site, the more impressive it looks. Just here on the way in or on the way out, there's a motorhome service point. To the right is another service area. It's time for the main site, which is where we are. And then it's back to where we started. Our neighbours were gone. It was lonely now. It's back to the van.
Come on, this
So
way.
it took us about
Easy. This way.
hour and a quarter. But we just strolled around. You obviously walk it quicker or slower, depending on how long you want it to take. That's a very pleasant walk. And back to the van. And here's Izzy, last as usual. Right, it's evening time and we're in the cafe. We booked a meal for 6 o'clock and that's what we've got. We've got scampi, petit pois and chips. And a lovely setting, and being Saturday night, there's a lot of people here. So we're going to tuck into a beer and a bite to eat. Well, good morning. It's the end of our 2-day trip and it's a beautiful day to finish with. And we're heading off home, but on the way home we're going to go via Kirkby Hall, which is near Corby, and to English Heritage Site. So we're going to have a wander around there, just a stroll back, and it's a pretty recommended, this site. What do you think of it, Jan, this site?
Very nice, yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, it was great.
So I'd highly recommend many of these, what do they call these sites again?
I can't remember. Tranquil Parks.
Tranquil Park sites they are. And this is our second or third one, so if you like to avoid kids, and as an ex-teacher, we've had enough of them over the years, so it's actually very pleasant to come somewhere that's quite quiet. Anyhow, follow us to Kirkby Hall. Okay, so we've arrived here at Kirkby Hall after a strange journey around all the little side roads of Cambridgeshire. Sometimes a sat nav, I wonder if it actually takes you on the right route. Anyhow, we've arrived at Kirkby Hall here, which is an English Heritage Site, and as we are members of English Heritage, it's not going to cost us anything, which is quite handy. And I know absolutely nothing about it, so join us and learn it like we are. Okay, Kirkby Hall then. I still don't know much about it, but apparently we're allowed everywhere with the dogs, except there's a little area inside here that's the dogs aren't allowed in, but otherwise the dogs are allowed everywhere around the site, which is really pleasant. Usually National Trust sites you're not allowed in the building itself, although this obviously looks as if it's a bit of a ruin, and I'll talk a little bit more about the history of it when I find out a bit more. Perhaps there are some signs around here, otherwise I'll end up reading about it and talking to you later on after I've edited this bit of video. Quite an impressive sight, mind you. This is the inner courtyard. Actually looks more like an abbey than a house. See, it looks more like an abbey. It's got a courtyard and it looks like sort of cloisters around the outside. But it did say it was innovative, so perhaps this is the style that you wanted to build it like. So, 200 years ago in the 1800s, Kirby fell out of use as the owner's family home and was instead lived in by the estate workers, farmers and their animals. This is one of the only enclosed areas of what the house would have looked like. Obviously you can't think this is the one place we can't bring the dog in. You can see up the top there, obviously the first floor. And this is the grand hall. And you've got in 1619 King James I visited Kirkby Hall. Okay, so we can move into this area here. Okay, so we've got like a little museum here, the medieval village of Kirby. A few fragments from the manor house. A few bits of information. Oh, there's a nice little panorama here, which is quite good. The house and the garden. How it may have looked in the 1700s. Out the window you can see the garden, which we'll go out to in due course. There's one more little bit in here by the looks of it. And oh, the original wallpaper. Well, not the original wallpaper. Whoever lived in last probably put the wallpaper here. This is the billiard room. Fashionable addition. And you get a lovely panoramic view from this bay window overlooking their estate. This is the billiard room. Imagine the size of the table. And then we come into yet another room. And this is the library, as it says there. Okay. To move through a bit further. Oh, nothing much in there. There's actually quite a bit of the house. Oh yeah. Here. Okay. So let's climb the steps. See where it goes to. Actually a little bit more in this place that's available than I thought. Crikey. Right. Oh, looks like the bedroom. The best bed chamber fit for royalty. So this is the bed chamber. And looking out the window here, it says there's a lost village out there. Looking out this bay window into the fields beyond, you'll see traces of the lost medieval village of Kirby. Raised bumps and depressions in the landscape are evidence of buildings. animal enclosures and orchards. So if I was to go a bit closer, you can see evidence out there of the old village of Kirby. Okay, so we can go into another room. What we got this time? This one is the withdrawing chamber, where guests were entertained. Alright. There's actually quite a lot of this place around them. And we've got another bit. This room won't contain a grand chair with matching stools where you sat. This is the great chamber. Leading to the long gallery. Just would have been out here. Okay, so back down the stairs. Back where we started. Jan's gone upstairs to have a look around the inner house, so I've taken the doggies out for a walk around the gardens. We've got the service wing. This is where all the cooking was done. There we go. This is what remains of the area. This is the back of the house where the gardens are, and just out in front of us there where these trees are is where the site of the old village of Kirby is, which I mentioned to you when we were looking out the panoramic window in the house. Very pleasant. Got to say, I'd recommend joining English Heritage and or the National Trust if you've got a camper van, a motorhome or caravan. This has cost me and Jan for the two, I think it cost us about 180 quid for access to both English Heritage and National Trust, and you get access to all the ones in Scotland as well. Although with English Heritage it's only after your second year of membership do you get full free entry. Otherwise it's 50%. But this is our second year with English Heritage, so when we go up to Scotland later in the year we'll be able to visit all the places for free. Picture there of what it looks like now. Very nice. Here we go, we just climbed up out the garden and you get a nice vista of the garden in the house. Jan struggles to get up. Right, we're sat in the car park outside Kirby house, and that's the end of our 2-day journey.
Back home now.
And back home now. So that was really just a journey just to
Test everything out.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure everything was okay, and turned out to be fine. Had 2 lovely days, and we hope to get away very soon, perhaps a week after next. Where to? We'll
work that out.
We'll work that one out later. So until the next time, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. It always helps our channel. We're just building the channel up, so it does take a bit of time, so please subscribe if you've liked it,
and leave a message, of course, if you'd like it even more. And we hope we'll see you on the next journey. So until then, bye.
Bye.